All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig? Let me scroll up. See who we got in the building thus far in the AM. My brother Coach 67 Sports TV. What's happening with it, bro? What's that? Urias? I don't know how to. I think that's Urias. Salute. Let's see here. Del Reeve in the building. Brother Code 10 is in the building. Shemaine Cutter Calhoun in the building. Maserati TV in the building. No, I didn't catch. I don't think I didn't catch no cars this weekend. I don't think. No, I was shaking and moving, man. Real busy this weekend. Or last weekend. Anwar Willis in the building. Dirt Game Boss. Carolina Slim is in here. Jalen Hudson is in the building. Black Superman. Young World. Gabe Moore. Growing with Soul was happening with it. Rod Neal. Pablo Escobar. Ronnie Kino. Mark Wonderlynch is in the building. Sidney Taylor is in the building. Avery Vice, what it do? My brother Joe Townsend coming through standing on LDBC business, you dig? Yes, indeed. We got Joseph Brown is in the building. Isaiah W. Boss Man Dre. Tamir Ali, uncommentary with St. Louis is in the building. AB up in here. My brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, Cadillac Red. Bush Baby Boxing in the building. Slip the Jab. Sheldon, LDBC or Nothing is in the building. Shogun 76. Son of Tank 45. TJ. The Village Brother is in here. JL Boxing in esports. We got here. We have Truly Chosen 45 in the building. The Sister Shower. What it do, Shower? We got G. McCall in the building. King Strick. Will Sinclair, what's happening with it? Vincent Williams. Insane Talk. King Mac the God. Sniper. Truly Chosen. DP Rocker. Flexing Homie. Ratchet Since 91 is in the building. The lovely sister Shaquilla Fields in the building. We got Curtis Robinson up in here. The lovely brown Sugar Tay-Tay is in the building. We got have a good day today, Tay-Tay. Don't let them people at their job miss you. Unless you off today. Let me see here. So King Mac the God. Let's see. Lacey the Great. Boxing and Barbecue. What's that? El Rock? Salute to you. Brooklyn Born. DP Rocker is in the building. Donnell Miller. 2X. Hugo the Mask. D Nice. NBA D Nice. Craig L. Murd in the building. Young Deezy, what's happening? All right, y'all. Let's go and get down to the smoke. Shout out to everybody in the building. Lucas Media, what's happening with Elbow? What's happening? Yeah, man. Y'all get them likes all the way up, man. Smash the like button. We got some stuff to talk about today. CJ Robinson, what's happening with it, homie? G. McCall, Latin Saddam, salute. So, check it out, y'all. Apparently, Jermell Charlo has called out Errol Spence. Now we know that Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence used to be friends, and we know that. Well, we don't know that they used to be friends. We do know that they used to train together, and in the same gym. You see what I'm saying? And shout out to Curtis Robinson in the super chat for that 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. Said, let's cook 78, yes, sir. So we know that they used to train together with Derrick James back when Derrick James had a crazy stable of fighters. Everything was going good before he got tempted by the money. But anyway, they trained together, and the perception was they were friends. And they were all on PBC together. Salute to Stormy B, man. But, the relationship got a little weird because I think there was some underlying jealousy there. I think that there was some underlying jealousy there on the part of Charlo. I could be wrong. Shout out to Freedom's March. I think that there was some underlying jealousy there because of the attention Errol Spence was getting as the big fish and stuff like that. That's just what I feel from what I've seen. But salute to Drew Titan, LLC in the building. But what we do know is both of these guys are coming off losses. Errol hasn't fought since the Crawford fight, and which was years ago. I don't even remember, was it 2-3 years ago? Let me know in the chat, when was the Crawford fight? 2 years ago? Something like that. But Jermell Charlo hasn't fought since his embarrassing outing with Canelo, where he just ran from Canelo the entire fight. Didn't even put up an effort, no resistance whatsoever. So for Jermell to come back and say, well, he coming back and he want to fight Errol Spence, I'm conflicted. I don't know if he really wants to fight Errol Spence next, or is he using Errol Spence's name to clout chase? Because I also heard from somebody else that Jermell Charlo has been offered a title shot. Okay, now if Jermell Charlo has been offered a title shot in his return bout, okay, against some other guy, is he calling out Errol to build momentum so people pay attention to this new fight he got and all of that? And I don't know. But I'm just really don't have time to be playing with these boxers no more, with this whole little, how they be trying to set stuff up. And, you know what I mean? I ain't got time to be playing the manipulation games. But regardless of the fact, I don't want to see Errol Spence and Charlo fight right now. In my opinion, I would like, if Errol Spence is going to return to the ring, I would like to see Errol Spence fight at least 2 tune-ups. That's just my opinion. And I'm only saying that as a brother who got love for Errol Spence. He took a beating against Terrence Crawford, a vicious beating. And you don't come back from a fight like that and just jump in with a guy who knows you very well. You know what I'm saying? I think that I'm surprised Errol hasn't fought yet, which tends to make me believe that it could be something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because, there's a lot of brothers saying, there was some rumors where people were saying that Errol has some health issues as far as his ability to get approved for a license. That's what they say. And I don't know how true that is, What's up, Eric Jordan? So I don't know how true it is if Errol can't get approved for a license or if he's just being loyal to the PBC and the PBC ain't got nothing for him. I don't know. Either way, if Errol gonna come back to fight, I would like to see Errol come back and fight some chumps. The people gonna just love to see you come back. You know what I mean? I don't know why or if Errol feels like he needs to fight a top guy. Like, bro, that is no shame, bro. Get you a chump. Line up these chumps, bro. Yeah, also, yep, exactly, Dane Watson. Trainer issue. I want to see Errol line up 2 chumps. You know what I'm saying? 2 chumps. Get them up in there and just beat the mess out of them. The fan, man, who cares, bro? Like I'm saying, ain't nobody who gonna do criticize you. You ain't fought in 2 years, bro. Boots fighting the tune-up, and this man fight all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, ain't nobody gonna care. So Chris Ruffin in the building. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I just want to see EJ be okay. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him be okay. I don't want to see him come back and be a shell of himself. I don't want to remember the last two fights that people seeing of EJ of him getting beat up or something. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. But as for Jermell Charlo, I don't like Jermell Charlo, and you know, I ain't like the Charlo brothers in years. I think he's spoiled. I think he's a crybaby. I think he's emotional, overly emotional, rageful, and all that kind of stuff. And I think he got the jig germ like crazy. You know, always trying to sell wolf tickets like by who they gonna whoop and they're gonna do this and do that. You know, and then you get up there with Canelo, and well, my goodness gracious, he getting in there with Canelo and do a line dance with him. Didn't even put up no effort. And I knew better too. I knew better. But see, there I go. I knew when I the whole time I kept saying for years, I don't trust the Charlos, neither one of them, to beat Canelo. Because they show too much admiration, too much respect for Canelo. Y'all smash the like button, get the lights all the way up. I said they show too much respect for Canelo. So I don't trust these guys to beat Canelo. And then when Jermell Charlo signed to fight Canelo, he's showing the footage of him training. He was saying all the right stuff. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going to ride with the brother, man. I'm going to ride with him, man. Let's see what he's going to do. You know what I mean? But always go with your first mind, bro. Should always go with your first mind. Don't be saying the nig germ, yeah. For real. But, you know, it is what it is. So Charlo went up in there and laid down for Canelo. Got him a payday. Him and his brother always beefing, and they got some type of issues. I'm so sick of everybody having some type of mental health issue. It's like, bro, where was this stuff at when I was growing up? I mean, when I was growing up, when I was in school, I'm trying to take myself back to, let's go back to elementary. In elementary school, I remember they had one class that was for so-called, like, what do you call it, the special needs kids, right? You know, and most of them was kids that like had helmets on and stuff like that, or they would have the class for kids who was just behind, like a little slow. You know, they was like us, but they was like, you know, a little slow, right? Then I'm gonna say high school. We had some high school got a little more funkier. You started to have more of them grungy type dudes in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The Nirvana type dudes and stuff like that, and the Marilyn Manson types. You should walk around the school with the makeup on and stuff and eat their lunch in the hallway stairwell, all them kind of crazies and stuff like that. But bro, I don't remember this many people having all these issues. And I think social media, in my opinion, plays a big role in what's going on with a lot of these cats. I think the pressure of social media, the pressure to keep a certain image to people, and what's up, Willie Lowe? Bomb Squad in the building. The pressure to keep up with the Joneses and all that kind of stuff. I think that's just wearing people down. Like where people, they're watching everybody else's live, they fake lives, and then they get, oh no, I gotta have, I need me a Benz too. Such and such got him a Benz. I need me a Benz. And if you can't get it, then all of a sudden you feel like a failure or something. You know what I mean? You know, social media is just toxic to me, bro. It really is. It's just a toxic place. There's some good stuff on social media, but for the most part, this is just a toxic universe on this joker here, man. But all these boxers got some type of mental health issue. But anyway, let's stick to the Charlos. Charlos, you know, like I said, I don't really rock with them no more. I don't like them. They just talk too crazy, and they ain't finna bust a grape. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he's calling out Errol is weird to me, because unless something happened behind the scenes that we don't know about, I mean, what's going on here? I think that's kind of weak to call out somebody who we perceive to be your friend. I haven't seen Earl call out Charlo, and you know Earl ain't fought in 2 years. So what? That's weak to me. Weak sauce. You know what I'm saying? Masterpiece said his baby mama took his kids. If you're a family man, that can break you. Oh yeah, that definitely can. Yeah, you know, them women and your family and stuff like that, it definitely can. And that's something that never really get talked about a lot from the male perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's always talked about from the female perspective. Oh, the dude run off and leave his family, and he ain't this and he ain't that. He a dog. He a deadbeat. But it's never talked about, rarely talked about from the male perspective when the woman wants out, when the woman want to leave. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, that can definitely do some damage. Let me see here. I am Waffles in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, homie. He says, I was hoping Charlie was going to prove you wrong. But damn it, you was right. You said months before the fight he was going to lay down for, you talking about Charlie, he was going to lay down for Canelo because he's a fan. Yeah. Yeah, but then I changed my mind at the last minute like an idiot. Todd French 600 in the super chat, the 2-piece. Thank you, sir. So jig germ is now an epidemic. Hashtag awareness. Cook 78, yes, sir. The jig germ is definitely an epidemic, man. I was watching some dude earlier. I didn't even go say his channel name because I don't want to promote him. One of those typical guys who call themselves black conservatives. Man, this dude was on there just, I said, oh my goodness. I just said, man, they must unsubscribe from these guys, man. These dudes is unbelievable, man, with the jig and they be doing it. It's like in order to be a black conservative, you have to follow this script of just bashing your own people and co-signing racists. Yeah, you know, Nick Fuentes is right about black people. Yeah. You know what? You know what really bothers me the most? You know what really ticks me off, man? Is when I'm walking down the street and I'm going for a jog in my neighborhood. When my white neighbors see me, they're afraid. They're afraid because they think that I'm like you. They think that I'm one of you Negroes. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. You know, I don't even eat, listen, I eat mayonnaise and cheese sandwiches, okay? I really do. I eat mayonnaise and cheese sandwiches. It's ridiculous. Young Abel in the super chat. What do you do, Abel? With the 5-piece. Appreciate the love. Says you're talking about special education. He says, I was in that curriculum until high school. I saw many of them abuse that their reputation in class is disgraceful. Salute, young Abel. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, you had special education. You had special needs kids. But today, it seems like everybody and their mama is like, I don't know, bro. Like, we all go through stuff, right? We all get depressed sometime, and we all got like our ups and downs, but you know, you go through it and you move on. You know what I'm saying? You can get past it. It might take you a couple of weeks or a month to get out your slump, right? But we get past it. It don't always require medical intervention. It don't always require the whole world to stop and then kiss your behind and you know, it just, I'm sorry, man. It just don't, bro. Because everybody got stuff going on, fam. So you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, if you start thinking about hurting yourself or hurting somebody else, then you definitely need to go get some help. Especially over something stupid. If ain't nobody hurt your family, hurt your kids, anybody stole your money, and you talking about going to put somebody in the dirt, then you got some mental health issues for real. You got some serious mental health issues. Hold on, let me see what Willie talking about. Willie Willie said he in Lowe's, and he went in Lowe's because Willie building the house, right? So he in Lowe's, and he want a black toilet, and all he sees is the white toilets. He said he asked the worker, like, do they have any black toilets in stock? They said, no, nah, black toilets not common. Don't nobody want to sell no black toilets. He said if they got them, they would sell on the shelf. Well, in actuality, see, Willie, you got to order them black toilets. You got to order them or go to, not Lowe's, go to Home Depot. See if Home Depot got something, bro. But I would check online first because you might have to order it and have them ship it out. Because, yeah, to me, a black toilet is comfortable. You get you a nice, when you remodeling your bathroom or something, man, please, bro. I like earth tones. I hate going into some people like all white stuff. White make them feel comfortable. Not me. I'm very uncomfortable around whiteness. So me, I like a black toilet. I like green, brown, something to remind me of the jungle, you dig? I like stuff like that. Remind me of nature. It's easy to drop a stinky load when you feel like you're in nature. You know, real nice. And another thing about black toilets, they excellent for your company bathroom. You know how you got the bathroom for you and your family, and you got the company bathroom. Black toilets is excellent for your company bathroom. And I'm gonna tell you why. You in your bathroom, you leave in there those what you call them, the Clorox wipes in the bathroom. I always keep some Clorox wipes next to the toilet, and I keep the flushable wipes next to the toilet because you know how they go with the tissue and stuff. Now the Clorox wipes is for when you get off the toilet to wipe off the toilet seat because some people nasty. I'm telling you something. You got a white toilet, you got company by your house. I'm trying to tell you. Some people will come sit on your toilet, hop up, flush the toilet, wash their hands, and you go up in there an hour later. It's all kind of booty prints in the seat. Like what? How you got a booty print on my? What you got on your butt? How you got a booty print on? Nah, I got the Clorox wipes in here for a reason. Nah, see, can't do it. Can't do it. Yeah, cats be leaving booty prints on them seats, man. Let me see here. We got in the super chats. All right. Sniper in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says people just soft nowadays and looking for attention. Salute, fam. Sniper came back and said, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Yes, sir. Appreciate the love. Hey, Will Sinclair said, yeah, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Because, sometimes people just have like, sometimes people use powder on them themselves and they have dead skin. Or I don't know what that be, bro. Sometimes just dirt, whatever it is. I don't know. But regardless, yeah, man, you got, black toilets are nice. So anyway, back to Charlo and Errol. So they say Charlo is gonna fight some cat for he gonna get a title shot. That's what I heard. But Will Sinclair said, "Nah, it's dirt. Ain't no brown powder." So Stephen X. Powerhouse Watson said, I want to see what Spence responds with. Me too. I'm interested. But so far, Errol hasn't taken the bait from none of these dudes. He hasn't taken the bait, Errol came out a couple months ago and said, hey, I'm come back when I'm ready. So I left it alone. If he wants to retire, I'm fine with that. If he wants to fight, I would like to see Errol come back and fight some tune-up fights. But the thing is, I don't know if the PBC, they don't have any money for him, which is why Tank is fighting. Oh boy, Tank is fighting. Well, that's one of the reasons why Tank is fighting Jake Paul. You know what I mean? He said Earl won't say nothing. That man is at peace with his family. I hope so. I said, any updates on Wilder? Champ's still looking for. I don't know what. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say that. It'll be an update soon on Wilder. Update soon. Says EJ linking back up with Blu-ray. Well, he put that out there on his Instagram, I think. He was in some push-up contest or something, and he said that he gonna come back. He'll be back better with Blu-ray or something like that. He said so. That got everybody back excited again. So Jermell Miller said a few weeks back that the PBC is done. Well, the PBC been done for a while. It's just a lot of people didn't want to accept it because we all had love for the PBC, especially in the beginning, and what we thought they stood for and stuff like that. But PBC just made, they made a few mistakes. Man. I don't know. These people, these scam calls, man. Ridiculous. Jermaine 419 said, I can't believe my boy Jared Anderson just ducked the other big baby. Wow. Making our city look soft. Hey, man, I'm not surprised by Jared Anderson ducking nobody because Jared Anderson has already came out and stated that remember when he cried to Roy Jones and he said that he said what if he can't do it, he don't want, he has a lot of self-doubt, and he was talking about retiring early and all that. So he's not the type of guy who wants to box. He don't have that same fire in his belly that a lot of other people got. You know what I mean? He wants to make some money and leave, which is a trend now. We're starting to see that a lot with a lot of these fighters, a lot of these new age fighters. It's a trend that they want to come in boxing, make as much money as they can, and get up out of boxing. But very few fighters are coming into the sport saying, "Hey, man, you know what? I want to be I'm going to go down as an all-time great and make my money." Very few of them are saying that. Marcel Curry, what's happening with it, brother? Peace to your family. Shout out to the brother Marcel Curry with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Salute, General, and to the chat. Yes, sir. Salute to you, bro. He said Martin McCauley took his soul. Possibly. He said, I didn't like his energy when the other big baby ran down on him. Well, you got to have a certain type of energy for Big Baby Miller because Big Baby Miller, he's a bully. He a bully. And he a New York bully. So, You got bullies and then you got New York bullies. New York bullies are the worst bullies because like New York bullies will like put their arm around your neck, like you their man's like, and they'll walk you in the corner or something and then take out everything you got. You know what I'm saying? They do that kind of stuff. And Jermell Miller is he a New York bully, so you gotta match his energy. You can't just be letting dude get close to you like that. See how he was punking AJ. My brother BFT beatboxing in the building. What it do, BF? Let's see here. TT say Rib Shack Miller is known for that. She called that man Rib Shack Miller. He said Top Rank couldn't build up Anderson properly. I don't think that was Top Rank fault. I don't think that was Top Rank fault. I think they tried to build Jermell Miller. I mean, not Jermell Miller, but Jared Anderson. But I think that Jared Anderson, I think he just didn't want it enough, bro. He didn't want it enough. Now, that was his problem, you know. That's something he had to deal with. He had the tools, he just didn't have the heart, man. And that's what happens with a lot of people. They got the tools, they just ain't got the heart. The OG, Mr. Mott, is in the super chat with the 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, Mr. Mott. Salute to you, bro. The homie Young World is in the super chat with the dub. Much love, much appreciation. He said, salute, family. Salute to you, good brother. Thank you. Let me see here. But I'm going to tell you something. You know who matches Big Baby Miller's energy? You know who keep him alive? Del Boy. Del Boy be talking crazy to Big Baby. See, I like Del Boy anyway, though. Del Boy is like a no. I respect him, bro, because he like a no-nonsense type of dude. And he one of them dudes where some can go left real quick. Like Del Boy is like I don't know how to describe it. Like I say, Jermell Miller is a New York bully. But Del Boy is the type of dude who gonna, like, just say if you in jail, right? When you first come into the jail, right? You come into the day room, the pod, whatever. You gonna spot who the bullies and who the so-called tough guys is right away. But Del Boy is the type of dude who gonna walk in and say to himself, in his mind, he gonna say, "Okay, that's the bully over there. Dude say anything crazy to me, I'm smacking him in front of everybody immediately." That's Del Boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you already know Wilder gonna match his energy. You already know Wilder already sent Jermell Miller to the hospital with a concussion. Let me see here. Yeah, but I like Derek Chisora, like his spirit, like what he stands for, and he honest too. He honest about how he feel about fights, even if I don't agree with him. He an honest dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, but if I'm to be honest with you, if Wilder wanted to fight Jermell Miller, cool, right? But if I wouldn't even fight him. I wouldn't even fight. First of all, Jermell Miller, you can't trust that he gonna get to a training camp without popping dirty because he insecure. He talk a good game, but he feels like he needs a competitive edge. So he gonna take something. And then you don't want to get to a month before the fight, this dude get popped. Now you gotta have a last minute replacement opponent and all that kind of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do it. And then you also don't want to give the impression that you fighting him over a chick or something, because you know how Miller be talking crazy. Like, nah, bro, you ain't finna suck me into that mess. Q Trucker in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. Say salute to you, brother. Say, if Bud wins, do you think he should go to 160 and get another belt? I think so, but you know, I don't know what Bud's thought process is. Bud might retire after beating Canelo, but you know, that's if he win. You know, I hope he do. But if he beats him, sure, I'd love to see him go and go down to 160 and get a title. Curtis Robinson back in that super chat with the 2-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says 78 support for grinding, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Salute to you. We got here. It seems like they're not promoting the fight enough. Well, the Crawford Canelo fight, that's gonna sell itself, man. That's gonna sell itself. I mean, we're on fight week, word's gonna fly. It's gonna spread like wildfire. They fight in Vegas, right? Crawford and Spence. Yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, Crawford and Canelo. Yeah, I can't wait for that one, man. That's in a couple weeks too. Man, that's gonna be a tough one, man. Peace, brother Curtis. Jermaine 419 said, if I'm Bud, I'm checking Bernie the boxer for making it look like he's nervous because of the Jerron Canelo sparring. You heard what Tim Bradley said. Tim Bradley the fool for this. Tim Bradley trying his best too. He trying his best to get hot on this social media thing. Boy, that man be, man. Don't nobody care about Jerron Ennis? Don't nobody care about Boots working with Canelo? So anyway, he say Tim Bradley said that Jerron Ennis is a Chrysler 300. He just looked like a Bentley. Oh my God. That's some bars right there though. Gotta give it to Tim. That was some hardcore bars there. He said that man a Chrysler 300. He just looked like Bud, because Bud a Bentley. Boxing Fan Time 4 in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love, much appreciation, fam. Says Chisora told an opponent, I'll make you my girlfriend, kiss the man, then knock them out. I can see why Big Baby don't step to him. Yeah, that's the worst type of dude to fight. I'm not fighting no dude that can knock you out and then mess with you while you knocked out. No, sir. Nope. You gonna call me a duck. I'm getting up out of that situation. I'm not fighting no dude who bound to knock you out and then play with your butt while you knocked out. Not gonna happen. I'm out of there. What's up, BVO? Salute. My brother Reef in the building. What do, Reef? But anyway, he said Midnight Thug. Exactly, Stormy. Yeah, Tim would get way more likes if he just come out and just, he might as well play into who he is. He come out, do every video he do. If he do shorts with every video, when he breaking down boxing, if he eating a piece of fried chicken and a biscuit, man, I watch every video just to laugh at him. Man, could you imagine Tim Bradley sitting there, man, guess who Errol Spence finna fight? I ain't got no more biscuits. Oh my goodness, talk about the jig germ. He might as well do it. Junior said Chisora would knock you out and put his spoon in your tea and biscuits. Lord have mercy. Yeah, see, you don't want no problem with a dude like that. You don't want no problem with a dude like that. Now you gotta carry your gotta have your blade or something with you. You gotta have a shank or something walking around with you. You around a dude like that. That's why I'm trying to tell the little young homies. A lot of these little young homies, little young men, they ain't been laced up with no game. They run around here sagging their pants super hard, little tight pants and little tight t-shirts on. Then y'all be having little nipple piercings and stuff. Y'all got all this stuff going on, with your behind out. Then you kicking it with dudes you barely know. And then y'all, you know what I'm saying, popping pills and drinking lean, man, please. Y'all dudes wake up all kind of grease lightning in between your cheeks. You don't know what's going on. Sit on the toilet, take a doo-doo, and the doo-doo come flying out. Like, man, what's going on? I'm like, I think I got hemorrhoids or something, man. This ain't hurt, man. And you know what happened. You just ain't going to say nothing. You went over there kicking him with the wrong dude. Then Del Boy come kiss you in the forehead. Hey, you know you're my man. I got you. You ever need anything, come holler at me, okay? If you ever need something, you come holler at me. That's when you know it's over. Your life is over. He just violated you. I am Waffles in the super chat with the 2-piece. Much love, much appreciation. He says, Tim and Taco can do a KFC Taco Bell commercial. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Yeah, Brother Coat 10 degrees lightning. Young Abel in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the support. He says Junior scared to get KO'd. He don't want them immigrants to play games with his mind and those 24-karat people to take his bread. Huh? What in the world are you talking about, Abel? Abel, the sun never shines in the ghetto. But on Tuesdays, big booty girls come out to church. Like, huh? Red fish, blue fish. Jerry Rice got a little stick. Hamburger Helper tastes better when it's generic, but Captain Crunch tastes better when it's the real deal. What's up, Philip Quinn? With the 2-piece, much love, much appreciation. Says, what would you do if your son did what Roger did? Roger Jackson, well, if my son did something like that, I'm going to first see what I can do to get him out of jail. Okay? Then I'm going to talk to him and find out what's going on in his head. What made you go there? What made you react like that? I'm going to figure out what's wrong with him, okay? First and foremost, right? Because clearly he got some problems. Because if I found out he did it for internet clout or something like that, then me and him gonna have some serious problems. If he spazzed out, because I seen the video of Roger talking, I'm tired of people messing with me, man. I'm tired of people messing with me. See, that's, you tired of people messing with you? What that mean? You a man. So what do it mean when you say you tired of people messing with you? That I'm telling you, everything we just been talking about. That sounds like some violations didn't happen. You woke up, don't know what happened to you, and now you got all this inner pain and stuff in your mind, and you don't know. You ready to snap. You ready to go off. That's what's be wrong with a lot of these little girls, these chicks out here. You know, the little hot girls that be in the street. If you notice, a lot of them girls that be out here in the streets, club hopping and all that, staying drunk and high. If you notice, they quick to snap. And when they snap, they snap. They be trying to fight dudes. They screaming. They irrational. It's like a toddler. They're like, no, I don't care. I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't care. They're like uncontrollable. And a lot of that, I'm telling you, man, you gotta be careful who you kicking it with. A lot of people got stuff going on, and they don't remember what happened. They don't remember what happened, and you know, they don't want to call nobody out. They be having issues. I'm telling you, a lot of them little chicks. I had a girl tell me she was a virgin, and she was saving herself for when she got married. And she said she did that all the way up until she was 21 years old. So on her birthday, her friends took her out, right? And she had a lot of her friends were jealous of her being a virgin anyway. A lot of them was pressing her to mess with this dude. If you don't mess with him, girl, he gonna go mess with somebody else, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, nah, I'm waiting, right? So she went out for her 21st birthday with her so-called friends, got drunk. And she said she woke up the next day at like 3 p.m. in a strange bed in a hotel. Didn't know how she got there. She looking around, ain't nobody. She said she was scared. She hopped on the phone and started calling, calling her friends. And she had missed calls from her mama and all this type of stuff. And she said she sat on the toilet. And, let's just say she understood at that point she wasn't no virgin no more. Right? So, her friend set her up. At least one of them did. And to this day, she don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? She don't know what happened to this day. Yeah, jealousy, man. He took her out. Stole that girl, stole her prize from her. Yeah, but now, this same girl, the same little innocent, beautiful girl is mean. She got a lot of psychological damage. She hate people. Like, she be cool for a minute, but she get a couple of them margaritas in her, about 3 margaritas, that's all it takes. Once I see her on her second one, I'm like, hey, y'all finna head out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I mean, you just got here. Like, oh, man, I got something to take care of, man. You know what I mean? I got something to take care of, and I'll be ready. I head out because I know by the time she get done with that third margarita, she's finna go down. She's finna start spazzing out, arguing with security, arguing with waitresses, and no, I wanted my steak medium well. This is very, very well done. I don't want this. Okay? I have money. You know who this guy is? You don't know him? His name's Kevin, and he will kill you if you don't. Oh, I'm out of here. You ain't finna put me in that. I'm out of here. Yeah, you one of them drunkies. I like to drink too, but no, you one of them moms. Let me see here. Let's see what we got here. Boxing Fan times 4 in the super chat with the 5-piece. Appreciate the love, bro. He says some dude told me that white chicks date out of their race because they grew up getting raped from by all of their relatives. Well, I don't know if that's the actual factuals, but I know that they I think a lot of times it could be a lot of different reasons, but I know a lot of them is curious because they grew up with the forbidden fruit. You know, their fathers tell them, I better not ever catch you with this. I better not ever see you doing this. I better not ever see you doing that. You know, and they build us up to be these sexual monsters. You know, these big black gorillas in the mist monsters, right? And they always talk about our schlong size and all this type of stuff. But then what happens is those girls, they be in their rooms fantasizing, they get curious. So, you know, so they're afraid to mess with you in public, but you know, they go off to college. Once they get away from their mom and daddy, they go on the other side of town, they're gonna act a fool. But they're very careful about it because they know that once, if they ever get caught messing with you, if they get caught messing with a black dude, okay, what happens is their value in their community drops when it comes to them finding a husband from like a white guy, okay? So a lot of them, they say once you go black, you never go back. That's not because we laying hellified pipe to them. It's because once they go black, white folks don't want them back. You understand? So they got to stay on this side of the track. That's what happens. Unless they just put their kids up for adoption and pretend like they ain't never, you know how, because they do that a lot. You know, they quick to put some black kids up for adoption. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the other ones. And I know plenty of these type that had kids by black dudes, and they had these little mixed daughters, and then they end up, you know, pimping out their daughters. Trust me, I know a bunch of them. They end up pimping out all their kids look like Alicia Keys, and boy, they be out there pimping them girls out like ain't nobody's business. Junior said they all are sworn to have a black. Yeah, absolutely. Before they marry, yeah, that's what they do. That's their little pack they have. They just want to know what it's like. Roger since 91 said that's how I feel when I found out a sister girl then swirled before. I don't want her no more. So I get it for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too, man. You know, I hate to be like that, bro. It's just, you know, everybody got their preference. I got my preferences, you know what I'm saying? You know, because, yeah, if I find out you've been with one of them people, in my mind, even if it's not true, in my mind, I could just see you with like a chain around your neck and sweaty, and he standing over you, spitting on you, calling you the N-word or something. And that's how my mind works. You know, I'm sick like that. It just gross me out. What's up, the Brothers UK? What to do, fam? H2O said there's a lot of white wives with big black secrets. These are facts. Whole lot of them. They'll never tell their husbands. Never tell them. Never tell them. And you can always tell the ones, the ones that like black dudes. And I be feeling sorry for them dudes sometimes, bro. Man, look, bro. I told these stories before, but like, me and my brother and them be out fishing, right? So we might be 5-6 deep, right? Bunch of black dudes outside with hoodies on, sitting out there with our fishing poles or whatever, like in the middle of the woods somewhere. And here come these white folks jogging on a little trail, right? And it'd be like a white girl and her dude or whatever. I swear, every time, bro, you can see, if I look back, I can see the dude a little nervous, like, man, it's like 6 black dudes with hoodies on. You know how they think, right? They always think we're gonna do something to them. So you can see the white dude be nervous. Not the woman. She said, nope. What she do? She stopped jogging, walked right up to us. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, is this a good fishing spot? What you guys catching? The dude just be sitting there looking like, bro, let's go. What are you talking to these guys for? You don't know these guys. But I say that's how women get dudes. Women get dudes in trouble. I'm telling you. She had no business stopping talking to us. Now, see, black dudes, we don't tolerate stuff like that. At least most of us don't. If me and my girl walking somewhere, and it's a group of dudes sitting down, and she stop and talk to them, I'm leaving her right there. She just walk up. Me and you walking into the movies, and then it's about 6 dudes sitting outside. You like, hey, what y'all doing? Y'all, what y'all gonna see today? I'm turning around, going right back to the car, and I'm leaving her right there. I promise you that. I've done that plenty of times in the bar. If I'm in the bar and I'm talking to a chick and I'm buying you drinks and me and you chopping it up, and we got some good chemistry going and this and that, and then you see somebody you know and you turn around talking to them, oh, hey, what's up? You got 10 seconds for that conversation. 10. And I'm counting in my head. I'm petty. I'm sorry. Because when you turn back around to finish your conversation with me, I promise you I'm going to be gone. On the other side of the bar. What's up, Coach Hudson? Yeah, but anyway, them chicks, them white chicks, they do that kind of stuff, man. That doesn't happen to us plenty of times, man. Plenty of times. Rather say it sound like the Aussie chick in Vegas. Yeah, that chick. But that her dude, Well, what? That's a good point. See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they won't. Look, man. I don't know what they be on. Sometimes it's just like a fantasy they got just to be dogged by some black dude. I mean, this one chick told me, and I wasn't no way I'm finna go over there. I just knew that was crazy. But this chick, she matter of fact, I think I can't remember how I met this chick. I'm trying to think. Well, forget how I met her because I can't remember how I met her. But I know she wanted me to call her, so I called her, and then she started talking about oh, that's what it was. I think it had something to do with some flicks. I think I was selling a bunch of old classic. That's what it was. Craigslist. Some years ago, I was selling a bunch of old classic corn. Corno movies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about VHS tapes, classic ones, right? So the ones that come in a real big giant box. Some of y'all are probably too young to remember, but like back in the day, when you went to the store and got corn tapes, VHS tapes, they came in like this giant box that like some Jordans, the size of some Jordans. One tape coming in a box the size of some Jordans. So anyway, I had a collection of them, right? But they so big and take up so much space. I got daughters in the house. It ain't like nowadays you can just put all that stuff on USB. What's up, Sister Cameron Fields? So it took up a lot of space, and you trying to hide that stuff. Well, man, I don't need to have this stuff no more. It's on VHS anyway. It's a good collector's item. So I put it on eBay, and I think it was like 20 classic tapes. I had In and Out of Beverly Hills. I had Inside Vanessa Del Rio. Man, I had all kind of stuff, classic stuff, man. So, and all in good condition. The boxes was perfect, right? So I said, man, I put it on eBay and I put some on Craigslist, right? Put the same ad. So the chick contacted me and said that she wanted to buy them. She a collector. I said, cool. So whatever I sold it to her for, and but she wanted me to drop them off and all that kind of stuff. But when I got there, she like, yeah, it's a white chick, and she like, so she gave me the money and she kept trying to get me in her house. Come on in, come on, you can have a drink, you can relax. I said, oh no, I got somewhere to be, blah blah blah. And she like, well, listen, before you leave, can you just, can you bang me? I want to get banged, and let's watch one of these classic movies and get banged. She was just too thirsty, bro. I ain't used to girls being that thirsty, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't trust the whole thing. It just sounded like a setup, like I was gonna wake up, like OJ or something. So I just left it alone. Said, no, I can't do it. Has she been a little more discreet or shy acting or something, and I could take the lead maybe, but she was too aggressive. She come on in the house. Come on, you afraid? Don't tell me you're afraid of me. Yes, I am. I am. I'm not coming in. Sorry. Goodbye. What's up, DP Rocker? Dion W, what's happening? Y'all get them lights all the way up, ladies and gents. Code name say she would have got me, G. Yeah, I couldn't do it, bro. I couldn't. She wasn't all that fine anyway. She wasn't like it wasn't like you. She opened the door and it was iced tea, wife cocoa, or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I would have had to see what to do then, but no, this is like a regular schmegular. You know what I'm saying? This is like old girl from that one time at band camp, like that type of chick. Hey, there ain't nothing to take no risk over. Trill Will, LDBC, nothing in the building. Becky didn't just want to make love; she wanted to get stroked. Yeah, she was wilding because when I left and was driving back to Milwaukee, I think she stayed in like it was like outside of Milwaukee. Where she stayed? I think she stayed in West Bend. She stayed in West Bend, so it was like maybe 45 minutes away, something like that. But yeah, when I was driving back, she was texting and calling me, "Hey, just keep my name, my number, and if you ever change your mind, you can come back out here." And nah, some people just rub you the wrong way. Look at Abel. Abel said, "Man, I'm leaving after the first sentence." No, thank you. We know you out of there, Abel. So the girl says, "Hi," Abel like, "Get away from me, yucky. Want nothing to do with you." Abel gonna give her a left hook and a right hook. Abel gonna hit her with the Hadouken. Oh boy. But anyway, man, back to the boxing stuff. I really, really hope that when EJ come back, if he does come back, he takes him some easy fights, some easy tune-ups, and then and then he don't just jump back into no craziness. Because I don't want to see EJ get hurt. I want to see him come back and be successful. You know what I mean? Dion W in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love. Says hit the like real quick. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all get the likes all the way up. We need 400 likes in the building, ladies and gents. Just messing with you, young Abel. Ratchet said Abel gonna crack something one day. You said, "Nah, we don't do tune-ups." What you mean? EJ been off for 2 years. EJ been off for 2 years. You don't think EJ need to come back and do a tune-up? Crypto. You don't think EJ need a tune-up to come back after 2 years in a loss, like the way he lost? What's happening with Drink? Philip Quinn in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. It says, would you ever put together an LDBC boxing card? Yeah, I would. I was planning on doing that like 2 years ago? Yeah. Unfortunately, had some emergency situations happen when my money got messed up, which always happens. Every time you get some extra money and start planning what you're going to do and running your mouth, The universe just slapped the shit out of you. Let me see here. Joe Townsend said EJ need a tune-up, front and rear brakes, new tires, new battery. I agree. Yeah, you gotta go through all that whole process, man. Speaking of that, I gotta go get I need 2 new tires. No, I need 1 new tire, and I need to get one of my rims fixed because of these stupid potholes in this city. I hate it, man. I'm telling you, driving in Milwaukee is ridiculous. Everybody like, man, you should put some 26s on your lag. Why? I got 22s on it, and it's brutal. Driving in the streets is brutal of Milwaukee. There's no way I'm finna get some 26s and be just to have, man, please. You crazy. Ain't no way. All these potholes. Passes to no, EJ didn't get. I don't know if EJ got cleared to fight. We just know Jermell Charlo called him out. No, I don't know if EJ got a trainer either. There's a lot of unanswered questions with Errol. Errol hasn't responded to the call out yet. What's up, Black Martial Arts Society? Oh, absolutely. We put a card together, definitely. We're going to the LDBC members first. Get them on there. Roger saying can't be no worse than Pittsburgh. I hit one so bad one time, my turning signal turned on. Look, bro, I'm gonna tell you how bad it is in Milwaukee. And this is not an exaggeration, okay? Everything I'm about to say is absolute true. In a 12-month span, I promise you I spend at least $800 on tires, rims, or some type of ball joint or axle. You know what I'm saying? It's always some type of nonsense dealing with these potholes, bro. Especially if it's been raining, you can't see the pothole, and you just driving and you boom, like, oh my god. Then by the time you drive a little more, this is what happened to me one day. Like was it last year, the year before last? I'm driving, feeling good too. It was like one of them days where you just wake up feeling real. You know what I'm saying? You just feel real good, man. Like, man, this is gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying? Breathing good, feeling healthy. The ladies looking at you. You know what I'm saying? You're rolling, and here come the pain, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I hit a pothole, didn't see it, and I hit it on my left, the driver's side, front driver's side tire. Boom! And I said, "Oh my god!" So I tried to swerve it, so my back tire wouldn't hit it. So I'm driving, and then all of a sudden I started smelling this weird smell, like a burning rubber smell. Then the light come on in the car. I'm like, oh my goodness. Then I see smoke, so I slow down, put my my little emergency hazard lights on, and everybody's staring at me. That's one thing I can't stand. When you get a blown out tire, right? Obviously you're embarrassed, so you're trying to just make it to somewhere where you can pull over. Dudes pull up next to you. Hey man, your tire gone. Hey man, bro, you don't think I know that fool? I'm driving the car. You finna help me change the tire? Get out of here. Ridiculousness. But anyway, yeah, man, that was brutal, man. But luckily for me, I pulled over about half a mile down the street, out the way of traffic. I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, man, this is crazy. So I get out, looked at the car, and the rim was bent. That rim was bent, bro. The tire was gone, just like all wrapped up. I got a spare tire, right, underneath the car. But then when I get the spare tire down, this mug flat. This spare tire is flat, bro. So I'm like, well, how did this get flat? So I got to twirl this thing back up. And while I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to call AAA. But Good Samaritans pulled over. Dude had his own, he worked for a tow company. I think it was his own tow company. He pulled over, said, hey, man, you need some help? I said, yeah, man, I got to figure out how I got to get another tire because the spare underneath the car is not working. I mean, the spare is flat. And said, oh, man. So he came and, he said, you got a jack? I said, yeah, he got all that. So he took the tire off, the rim off, I should say. And then he said, I'll be right back. So I'm like, are you going to come back? I said, what you going to charge me? He said, oh, we'll talk about it later. So I'm like, man, I hope this dude ain't finna try to juice me, right? But because I'm in a desperate situation. He took the tire back to his shop down the street. I guess he pounded the rim back, pounded the rim back in shape and put a new tire on there, man. Came back, put it back on the car. I said, oh, man, good looking. Why I owe you, man. Mind you, this is a white dude now. So this ain't even supposed to be happening. I said, all right, man, I appreciate it so much, but I owe you. Say, hey, man, just do something good for somebody else, man. I said, no, okay, but I owe you. Man, just look out for somebody else. Gave me dap and dipped out. I said, bro, they still make real white folks out here, bro. I didn't even know. I thought all y'all was crazy and racist. I said, man, that's what's up, bro. I finished off my day feeling real good, man. Hitman X in the super chat with the 10 piece. In the cash app with the 10 piece. Shout out to Hitman X. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the brother Hitman X. I said, yeah, that was love right there. I ain't mad at him at all. And then he didn't want the money. He said, just do something good for somebody else. So that's what I do, Somebody else needs something, help them out. Boston Barbecue, you said, did you pass it forward? Absolutely. I passed it forward. It might not have been that day, but definitely. Better be believed it. It was a matter of fact, I want to say, I don't know if I did nothing good for somebody before this story I'm going to tell you, but I know a couple weeks after that incident, I was in the grocery store and a lady was short. It was a black woman. She was short on her money, and I could tell she was short because I knew she was short because she started like, you could tell when somebody in front of you and they doing the math in their head, and she doing the math in her head, and then she started telling the cashier to take certain stuff off. Like when they told her the total was like, I think her total was like, I can't remember. It was a crazy total, like 2 something. So they told her, she said, okay, can you take off this and take off that? I said, no, you ain't got to take it off. And she was like, no. So I tried to give her a $50 bill, but she was like, no. And she was embarrassed. I said, hey, sister, take it. If you turn it down, I'm going to be more embarrassed than you embarrassed taking it, right? Because now I'm going to look like some attempted tricking or something. Like, I'm giving it to you. I'm just paying it forward. Somebody did something good for me, do something good for you. So she took the money. Ain't nothing worse than offering somebody some help and they say, nah, I'm straight. Now you want to take back the offer. That's embarrassing. Remember when Mr. Miyagi told Daniel LaRusso or Miyagi Do Karate? He said, Daniel's son, pick a car. You choose one. And Daniel's son said, no, I can't. Miyagi said, I hurt old man feeling. That's how I'll be talking about, hurt the old man feeling. You better take this when somebody offers you something. What's up, Ricky Edwards? What do you do, fam? But anyway, y'all, I've been on here running my mouth too long. Gonna get up out of here. Gotta go and get to do some work with this car and see if I can get this tire changed or whatever. I'm hard trying in a minute, man. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button, share the video. Much love to the chat. Super chat, Cash App. I'm up out of here. Deuces.